What's up, YouTube? It's your Everyday Bros coming at you once again with another movie review. This time we're checking out Wonder Woman. So, Chris, what were your initial expectations of this?
My initial expectations, I didn't have any initial expectations. Considering the track record of the other DC movies, my expectations were low. Very low.
Yeah, to say the least. I was not hyped at all for this movie. I was expecting another train wreck from the DC universe, and that is what I got. Did not like it at all on this one. What about you?
I loved it. Loved it. I saw it 3 times. I would recommend going to see it. I'd recommend renting it. I'd recommend everything about it. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Good stuff.
Unlike Bernardo.
I say don't watch it. Don't bother. Unless you want to be up to date on the DC universe, it's really not something you got to watch at all, ever.
I wanted to be a woman at the end of the movie. I felt so good about it.
I did not. All right. Well, that's it, guys. Tune in next time for more movie reviews. If you don't want any spoilers, just stop the video here. We're about to get into some nice spoilers and why I thought it was so bad.
And I'm going to say why I thought it was so good.
All right. So my main thing with the DC Universe movies is the styling that they're using to make their movies. I kind of feel like it has too much of a blue hue throughout the whole movie. And it just makes it seem very unrealistic as opposed to like the Marvel Universe movies. Which, granted, running raccoons with rockets running around isn't very realistic, but it still looks better visually than the DC Universe movies. And I'll say that about Superman, about Batman vs. Superman now, and I'll say about Wonder Woman. They take the comic book look into the movie too much. They're lacking a subtlety that I feel the Marvel Universe just captures so well with all their movies that they've come out with. And I just think it's the blue hue that's messing their whole thing up. Too much blue.
I like the blue. I enjoyed the hue. I enjoyed the cinematography. I thought it was a visually beautiful film to watch, especially when they were on her magical island, Paradise Island of, whatever it's called. Yeah, that one. I thought it was good. I enjoyed watching it because unfortunately, I feel sometimes I think some of the Marvel movies sometimes they're too bold with the colors. I think sometimes it takes me out of a sense of realism because it's like pow, red, blue, Captain America, Hulk green, red and yellow Iron Man flying about. I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, but I thought maybe having it a little subdued brought it down to a more realistic level for me.
Okay.
So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, all right. So, I mean, don't go watch this movie. Don't rent it. Don't buy it. I'm just kidding. Do whatever you want. I don't really care.
I'm telling you to buy it. Go
watch it. Just to keep up to date on the DC Universe. Just watch it once. Don't ever watch it again.
Hey, did you see Gail Garbeau? Is that her name, right?
Gail Gadot?
Sure.
Yeah, I saw her.
Yeah.
She's like a model, so there's other things you can see her in aside from Wonder Woman that
No, I saw exactly what I wanted to see. She's very easy on the eyes. You know what I mean? I was afraid that they were going to get some overly skimpy waif of a Hollywood actress. They're going to try to make a tough Amazon, but you could tell that she's like all of 93 pounds soaking wet. And they also didn't go, ultra bulky, manly woman. She was a woman, definitely.
Yeah.
Sure. But she pulled it off. She was definitely a woman. She was definitely a lady, and she definitely kicked a lot of ass in that movie.
Yeah, no, the casting was done great. I mean, Gal as Wonder Woman, she did a really good job. She definitely fits the Wonder Woman spectrum for visuals. Like she's got the hair, she's got the look, she's got the body style, and you can tell she looks like a badass on film. You know? Yeah, no, she's a great looking woman, and The movie just sucked.
No, it didn't suck. It did not. And the thing I liked about it also, because going into the movie, I was afraid that they were going to purposely kind of beat you over the head with this message of ultra feminism. I'm not saying I'm against any of that, but I thought it was going to be portrayed that the male characters were going to be portrayed like they're like idiots and step aside, stupid man, and let a woman handle this. I was afraid it was going to be that way, and it wasn't.
No,
I didn't think. I thought all the male characters, particularly Chris Pine, who played Steve Trevor, I thought he was a good compliment to her. He wasn't useless like I was fearing he was, and she wasn't coming in as an all-powerful, all-knowing superhero that many of the films have a flaw in. She had a sense of naivety about her that I think it worked out well. I think it was a good mix, and unlike some other movies, they had chemistry. They actually developed a relationship instead of shoehorning some sort of bizarre love scene that they do in, I don't know, Aliens, where they have to get it on in the shower for no reason whatsoever. And you saw a relationship develop with them, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
My only qualms with the movie, I didn't care for the ending. I'm sorry. You can't convince me that Ares, the god of war, now Ares, that's, what's that, Greek, Roman? That's Roman, right?
I don't know mythology, bro.
Either way, what is not is an old British gentleman with a mustache. Nah, that didn't do it for me, man. I don't care. They could have gotten another person to play that role, or at least when they had that final fight scene. When I think of somebody who's a Greek or a Roman god, I'm thinking somebody who, well, definitely not a pasty mustache British dude.
Right. No, yeah,
Did
for
not
sure.
like that.
It would have been cool if you were like, well, I'm actually this other dude and I'm ripped.
Yeah,
that would have been cool.
Like a dude from Game of Thrones. I think like he would be like an Ares, big buff beefcake dude.
Right.
A god in mythology should be, look like a god, not a hobbled British man. I'm sorry.
It's a spot of tea.
Yeah, I didn't care for that. He looked like Mr. Peanut. I didn't care for that at all.
Yeah. I didn't care for the movie, but
I have no flaws with it. I'm looking at my notes. I got the only. No,
I got my notes too.
I got nothing wrong with it. I did not like the fight scene. We covered that. I don't know. I got nothing wrong with it. I liked the period. I liked one thing and also appreciated. I appreciated as much as I love her that they did not try to shoehorn a Linda Carter cameo. I love Linda Carter from the 70s TV show.
Oh yeah, that was good. They didn't mess that up.
They didn't try to force that in. I appreciate that. And God, I'm glad they didn't put in the invisible jet. I hated the invisible jet when I was a kid. It was stupid seeing her just sitting down, flying overhead with nothing around. No. So I'm glad they did not do an invisible jet. Personally, I hope if they do a sequel, I hope they do it in the 1970s because that's what I remember as a kid with Linda Carter doing the twirl.
Right.
So, I loved it. I saw it 3 times.
I didn't. I saw it once. All right, man. Well, tune in next time, guys.
See it.
Don't see it. Later.
All right.